Welcome back to the Happy Camper, coming to you from the beautiful mountains of southwest Montana. Today we're back here at our sponsor's dealership, Rocky Mountain RV in beautiful Butte, Montana, and we are taking a look at one of their new pieces of inventory. This is a 2020 Alpha Wolf 29QB from Forest River RV. This particular trailer is quite an interesting floor plan. It's on the bigger side of the bunkhouse market, but it is still in a fairly light, towable model, and it does give a lot of advantages. This unit is still a single slide out, so it's going to keep the weight and the cost down a little bit in that area. It's got a lot of innovative features, and we do have something in this trailer that I have never seen outside of Indiana before. Technology I've talked to you guys a little bit about before, and we'll get to that in just a little bit. So stick around, because new age technology is definitely coming to the mountains of Montana. So let's go through this technical data right here at the top of the video on this particular unit. Pan around and give you guys just a little bit of a look here at the whole unit. Like I say, it's 2020 Forest River Alpha Wolf 29QB. The unit is 36 feet 8 inches total length. So like I said, it is a long platform. This is a big unit, but it is very roomy inside. Dry weight on this guy is 6780. Hitch weight of 1026 and a GVRW of 8026. We have a cargo carrying capacity of 1,246 pounds, fresh water capacity of 49 gallons, gray water of 70 gallons, and a black water tank capacity of 35 gallons. This is a standard 6-gallon water heater. And of course, all of that just to say that, you know, again, 6,700 pound, almost 6,800 pound tow or dry weight is going to get you, by the time you add water, batteries, propane, the gear into the unit, that's going to get you into that, just under 8,000 pounds of actual down the road weight. So that's still going to put you in the tow spec for most modern half tons. Some of your SUVs, you're going to have to look at that a little bit. Some of those guys are rated in that 7,500, 8,000 pound range. So you're going to be kind of at the top end of those. But most of the pickups today that have the tow packages are going to have a tow rating that's going to be in the 10,000 pound area. And every truck's a little bit specific to that. So look in your tow rating in your owner's manual for your specific vehicle. Auto manufacturers are very good about giving specific data for each vehicle that they produce. So that will give you the tow rate for that particular vehicle. And in most cases, you are going to see that a half-ton pickup is perfectly capable of towing this. I'm going to start here with the walk around on the unit at the entry door and just try to give it a logical walk through the unit so you can kind of get a feel for how this trailer is laid out. It's a very interesting setup. So the entry door, the main entry door, is pushed towards the rear of the coach, and then we have the kitchen here to your right as you walk in, and a bunk room to the left. So let's start here in the bunk room, because it is kind of what makes this unit its particular floor plan. This is a quad, what they're calling a QB, would be a quad bunk in the back, which you'll see is not quite a quad bunk, because this one has the outside kitchen option, which limits one of the bunks. You are going to have 3 bunks in the back here. We do have a little ladder built into the wall here to allow you up onto this top bunk. We do have a little porthole window there. We have a nice little chest of, or a little dresser here in the back with some storage for the kids' stuff. And then, of course, 2 bunks over here on this side. Escape exit window right there on the bottom, and then, of course, the porthole window up again on the top bunk. These are the teddy bear mattress pads, and these are going to be kind of your standard width bunks. I'm going to call these probably 28, somewhere in there, so they're narrower than the big double over doubles, but we do have 3 of them back here. And then it does give you this nice big storage compartment here in the back of the unit for the kids' clothes. It seems like you always have a hard time with bunkhouses having room for the kids' stuff. As we come back out towards, and I will mention this before we walk out, each bunk is lighted, and there's a light right there. Turn that guy on. And of course, they're all LED lighting in here. We do also have USB ports on each bunk. So we got 2 charge ports there, 2 here, and 2 over here on the door side bunk. Again, this unit was optioned with an outside kitchen, so it does not have the 4th bunk down underneath. If you get the kitchen, you don't get the bunk. It's kind of that particular deal. And I think that's about almost become standard in this floor plan. When it first came out, they were building them both ways, but I think you're pretty well going to see them in just a single bunk configuration now. So across from the doorway, we do have our big U-shaped dinette, and that's going to sit in the large slide out. And of course, that's a full wall slide, and it is the deep slide. Your U-dinette here does lay down into a bed. You have these little rails down here that the tabletop will set down into right here. And then, of course, the back cushions complete the bed across. And that will make another fairly large bed in this unit. So this is a long bed. It's not extremely wide. I'm going to call it about 48 wide, about 4 feet and about 7 feet long. So you can sleep a good full-size adult there and do that pretty comfortably. The other thing that I was super impressed with in this trailer is these storage drawers that they added in underneath these benches. These drawers are absolutely massive, and they come all the way out there, and I thought, it's a good spot for linens, some lighter stuff, because obviously you don't want to stack that full of racks of liquids or that kind of thing, because that's going to be a whole heck of a lot of weight. But that is a full plywood drawer. It comes all the way out of the coach, so you've got access all the way back in there. And I'm going to say kind of your smaller, lighter items, and that does have one on each end. And like I say, they're just absolutely huge. And they slide right out there, so you can access everything back in. A lot of companies are just going to put a door there or no access at all other than moving all the cushions and getting in underneath the cushion. So this is a way to just access all that stuff, especially under travel when everything slides to the back. You can pull it out and get to it a whole lot easier. Just next to the dinette there, of course, we're going to have just our standard jackknife sofa. This has a little armrest built in, and it's got some tuck and roll on the back cushions. It does have some nice stitch work, so it's a good looking sofa. It's kind of in a medium gray color, I'm going to call that. The windows in the slide out, you'll see, do have the Arctic and Alpha exclusive zebra blinds. And these are kind of interesting. I've got them pulled to their partial light setting so we can get a little bit of light in, but they're cutting the glare down for my camera lens today. But these little guys, if you just grab this tab, you can pull them down to completely block out, and that'll give you 100% block out. Or of course they'll roll up so you have full access to your windows. Very interesting blind. I'm kind of impressed with the way it works. I think it's going to be an interesting thing in the industry. So that's kind of how they look there in the opposite windows. I'm going to head up towards the bedroom and bathroom. The bed bath is up in the front of the unit. There is a bit of a hallway here, and so we do have just this little bit of hall that goes up into the bedroom. And one other thing I wanted to mention before I step in there, the TV location for this unit is here on this angled wall on the back of the bathroom. And the nice thing with that is you do have your sofa directly across. So a lot of bunk models, you're going to have to turn your head 90 degrees to be able to see the TV. This gives you the ability to kind of see it from the kitchen, from the dinette, and from the TV, and do it, and from the sofa, not the TV, and do it in somewhat of a comfortable fashion. So it is a nice feature there. You will notice that Rocky Mountain does not option their units with TV if it's optional, because they will install it here at a much reduced price from what the factory does it. And also they have a lot of customers that just simply don't want a TV, so it's wasted dollars in their units. So don't let that be a deal breaker for you. Either way, if you want it, Rocky Mountain's happy to install it. Most dealers are this way, are happy to install it for less money than what the factory does it. And they also will definitely if you're just not interested in having a TV, you're not wasting that money up front. So that's one of those things. You will see, some of their units do have TVs, but it's just simply because it's not optional. If it's optional, they opt out of the TV. So we're going to come back and do the kitchen, because there's some interesting things there I want to gather as well. But as we move towards the bedroom, bathroom, they do have a little bit of a hallway here, but they do put this nice tall porthole window in here to be able to get you a little bit of light in here so it's not so dark and it doesn't feel so narrow. This also has your zebra blind on it as well, so we can of course block that off as well. The bathroom's got a very interesting system in it. It will definitely show you that you have a big bathroom for a bunkhouse model. It's got the corner shower in it there with the surround and the soap shelves. Up overhead we do have the skylight and of course shower curtain, kind of a standard shower curtain that goes around. Down below, the Dometic porcelain toilet. Over here to this corner, we've got our neo-angled sink and vanity. And of course, this does have storage in behind the door here. And then you're also going to see, of course, the sink is mounted here at an angle. There is storage down here below. And this is kind of an interesting portion to this. We have an access into our bedroom as well as an access to outside. So one of the issues with this floor plan or a rear bunk with a rear entry is you put kids to bed and you're still out, around the fire or doing something outside. If you've got small kids, you put them into bed. If you come in that back door, it may wake them up. Well, with this, we have an access not only into our bathroom, so you don't have to tromp through the whole trailer to get to your bathroom, you also have access into your bedroom from right here. So this door opens up, it'll come right into your main queen, and it is going to be, of course, the pretty standard bunkhouse floor plan all the way through. You're going to see overhead cabinetry, and then a hanging closet on each side of the bed. Of course, this is a full-length 60 by 80 queen, so it'll take normal fitted sheets. Each side does have this little shelf built in, as well as a power outlet and the USB charge ports as well. So we have some really nice features there also. We also have TV bracket up here, or of course TV backer, so we can add another TV in here in the bedroom if you wish to, and it is wired up there, of course, for electrical, and it is wired into your cable as though anybody even uses that anymore. So let's go back down the main door here and out into the floor. And of course, all the doors in this are swing doors, which I kind of like. It adds some home feel to it when you have these doors that are swinging all the way through, and that's both doors in the bathroom as well as the bedroom door there also. Down the door side on the kitchen, we do have this nice large pantry here right next to the TV location, and that's something you're really starting to see, especially in these bigger models, that the RV manufacturers are listening and they're hearing that our retail customers are really looking for these bigger storage areas to be able to jump in and out and have all this extra storage in here. That does, of course, have overhead LED light in it, and that again is on a nice big swing door. It's easy to use. Right next to the pantry is the most interesting thing in this particular unit. This is the brand new Furrion 12-volt RV refrigerator. And this is a brand new technology on the market. It's been out there. They've been testing about 2 years, several companies. Furrion has brought this particular refrigerator to the market here just recently. And this is the very first 12-volt refrigerator I have seen out in the field, especially in this part of the world. The conventional thinking is you must have a gas-electric refrigerator to be able to go out, use your unit in the backwoods, and that type of thing. Well, Furrion has come up with the idea that we're going to get away from the gas absorption systems in RVs that have honestly caused some issues that have been out there. They're extremely expensive to build. They are somewhat hazardous to use, and of course, when you wear one out, they are extremely expensive to replace. This particular unit is much like your home refrigerator. It has a Freon concealed system or contained system and the 12-volt pump. So instead of plugging it into 120-volt electricity like at home, this is connected into the battery system. The great thing with this is the trailer does not have to be level for this refrigerator to operate perfectly. It does not have any, of course, flame. So if you're traveling down the road, you can run this unit. You can pull into a gas station without having to worry about extinguishing open flames. You don't have that issue here. It also reduces the number of holes in the trailer. In a conventional RV gas refrigerator, you have to have a chimney hole up on the roof as well as a service access and vent in on the side. This particular trailer does not have either of those two holes through the wall or the roof. It just simply vents right here through the vent at the bottom of the unit. This is also going to fit exactly the same hole as an 8 cubic foot RV refrigerator, but being we don't have that big absorption system and chimney on the back of it, we can be 2 cubic feet larger than your standard RV refrigerator. So this is a 10 cubic foot with just a single door over single door, so your freezer up top, fridge down here on the bottom. It's set up just like your home fridge. And I've had this running about 20 minutes is all, and I can absolutely feel the cold running through it. You can also see that Furrion has set this up for an off-grid energy saving mode. So you can set that to that. It's going to just be very easy on the battery system. What I recommend with this, and what's kind of been out there, and I've done a lot of talking with different companies about this refrigerator, and I will do a video specifically on it, so we're not taking up an hour here, but what I have talked to a lot of customers or companies that are building these about is the procedure of using it. So to use this refrigerator, it's really no different than a gas absorption system. When you're dealing with a gas electric, normally you're going to take the thing home, you're going to plug your chiller in, make sure your battery's charged. You're going to start your fridge on electric and get everything nice and cold, and then once you get out to your camp spot, you're going to start it up on gas. It makes sense. This trailer is exactly the same. While you're plugged into electricity at home, of course, we have full charge coming into our batteries. That is going to allow you can crank the fridge all the way up to the coldest setting, get everything nice and cold before you leave, turn it down to that off-grid mode, and take off, and you don't have to turn the fridge off. So you're not losing your cool between your campsite and your house. So that's going to gain you additional ability to get out with this. The other thing that Rocky Mountain's doing, because they understand that this is a new technology, and they're definitely trying to make this work, because it is something that's going to be the future of RVs. As far as this particular man's opinion, I believe this is the future, the way that the RV industry is going to go. So they're bringing this unit in. Normally they price their units with dual batteries, and they put 2 Group 24 Interstate 12-volt batteries on every unit that will fit them, of course, but this one would be in that category. The fact that this one has the 12-volt refrigerator, they're actually going to upgrade that battery system to 2 6-volt batteries wired in series to make one giant 12-volt, which is the best capacity we can get out of 2 batteries on the market in lead-acid configuration. And so they're gonna install the 2 6-volt batteries on this at no additional charge. That's going to be part of the price of this unit when you buy it. The other thing that they did is they did order the juice pack from Cherokee, from Alpha Wolf on this particular unit, which is the solar panel mounted up top, as well as the regulator built in. So this unit's already got solar on it, and it actually comes out of the factory with a single battery, but they will change that out, like I said, to the dual 6-volt. So very interesting technology there. I'm really excited to see how this does out in our part of the world. I think it's going to be a great thing. I think it's going to reduce the complication of using a unit. I think it's going to be safer, and I think the units are going to hold up better because we don't have additional holes in the sidewalls. So I think it's a good thing all the way around. Moving into the kitchen here, we're going to see the Greystone range. It's a very nice looking attractive range. It does have the window and the light down in the gas oven. We do of course have the 3-burner top with the flip up glass cover, and that does of course make the countertop nice and flush there. And then this guy's got the cast grate up on top there, so it's a very nice look. Up above that we have the Greystone range hood, and up above that of course your standard microwave. Pretty simple. Overhead storage, entertainment center there from Furrion, and some LED lighting. Down on the main countertop you're going to see thermal wraps on the countertop, so that's going to give you the seamless one-piece advantage without the cost and the weight of the Corian type. So this has been a very good material. We've talked about it a lot in our videos, but I've been really happy with it. You can see kind of the material there and how it molds right to the countertop material, and that's heat treated on there. That of course is a sink cover that I'm holding there in my hand. That completes off your countertop. The sink is a farm style, kind of a black stainless, and then we have this large high-rise spring restaurant style faucet up above it that pulls out, and then we have the spring that'll allow us to move that around. And of course it's got the adjustable sprayer in it as well. Down below we do have additional storage, as well as 2 storage drawers here on the end of the unit. Those are full extension ball bearing roller guides, and those are of course again going to be the plywood boxes like we've seen throughout. Lots and lots of USB ports. Again, here's 4 more USB ports, as well as electrical outlet there on the end of the cabinet. Coming around the end here, we're going to see our control panel for the unit here. This is going to give us kind of the entire control panel that works your lighting, your water heater, your water pump, your monitoring systems for your water levels. You're also going to have your awning and your slide switch there. This little switch, it took me forever to figure out this the first time I saw this. This is a dimmer switch for your exterior lights, which I thought was kind of interesting. So you can dim those down. Right up above that, you can see that this is the juice pack. This is part of the juice pack. This is the built-in solar regulator, and that does give you real-time reporting on your battery, so it'll tell you what the voltage is, and that again is a very nice feature to have. So again, anytime that we're kind of going back to the 12-volt refrigerator here, but having this tells you that, hey, if we get down to that 11.5 volts, we should go ahead and get our generator started up. We need to get our trailer charged in some fashion. So you have that right there handy so you can see it, and that's a nice feature there. I think again, it's going to be a very interesting time in the RV industry here in the next couple months. All right, I am going to go ahead and step outside, walk around the outside of this unit. Again, I am right here at Rocky Mountain. We're in their parking lot, right up against the street. There's lots of customers out here today. It's a beautiful bluebird day. So excuse the extra noise, and we will we'll get around the outside and give you guys a good look at this as well. Exterior of your Alpha Wolf has a very nice sharp gray fiberglass with some blue and some kind of darker gray accents in it on the decals. The front end has a 3/4 fiberglass cap. It is white up on the top, and they do a black diamond shield rock guard down at the bottom. I think that is a nice look in it, and again, with the white cap up top, it's easier to keep clean. It doesn't fade in the sun. The front end is, of course, going to feature your power hitch jack. That, again, a very nice feature to add on there, and it does come out of the factory on this unit. It is optional, but they go ahead and do it on a trailer this size. Well worth it. You will see that they put a little hook here for your safety chains, and a little capture deal here for your 7-way, which I think is kind of interesting and nice to see companies doing. And the reason they want that 7-way up like that is to keep all the water and corrosion out of it. So they do give you that little option as well. The front end here is going to show your dual 20-pound LP tanks. Directly behind that is your battery location. Like I said, this came out of the factory with a single battery on it. It will have the 2 6-volt batteries standard out of Rocky Mountain under their PDI package. So you're going to see that when they do the PDI on this. Up until then, it'll just have the standard factory single. We do have a little bit of LED lighting there on the front cap. Coming down the door side, we're going to see the Furrion solar charge. So if you have an exterior portable panel, you can plug that in here as well, and that will work in conjunction with the one up top, so you don't have to worry about that. A little extra solar never hurts. Up on the very front here, we have our pass-through storage, and this is going to be all the way across, and we have the same size doors on both sides. Those are going to be nice big doors. Up here at the front, we have the little LED light strip that's going to light this at night. And then, of course, down below that is our battery disconnect switch. So when we are in storage, we can turn the batteries off, and that'll keep them from going dead. It'll keep them from cycling so much. And with the juice pack on there, it is also going to charge that battery while it's sitting in storage. So it'll trickle charge it and maintain it while it's in storage. You can see that this unit is equipped with 4-corner manual stabilizer jacks, and this is really the system that I prefer. I like a power tongue jack and manual stab jacks for the simple fact that the manual stab jacks can be operated with just your simple cordless drill with an adapter on there. Our friend Macy came out to see us today. She doesn't usually get to come out on the street, so she came out to say hello. Been a long time since anybody's seen our mascot, but she is still with us. Up overhead here, we do have a power awning. This one is the LCI, and it's a 12-volt power awning. Real simple, touch in, touch out. It's very easy to use. Front and rear doors on this have the step above, solid entry steps. And of course, a lot of companies are only doing that on your main door. Here at Arctic Wolf, or here at Alpha Wolf, Arctic and Alpha are sister products, so I get them confused a lot. But Alpha Wolf, we do have that standard on both doors, and they do have the little wolf logo there in the etched into the steps. Coming down the door side, they do have exterior speakers. We do have an exterior TV location here if you would like to install one on the outside of your unit. We also have, of course, aluminum alloy wheels, and these are going to be a 5-lug aluminum alloy with a radial tire mounted up top, of course. Just back behind that, you're going to see your rear entry step, rear large assist grab handle. And then directly behind that at the door side, we are going to see the outside kitchen. And this is going to be full featured with the side-by-side contour refrigerator, which is fairly unique. Here and here. And that's bigger than any fridge I've seen in an outside kitchen, so it's a pretty interesting little setup there that Forest River is doing. We also have, of course, a little storage in here, LED lighting, as well as a sink. This guy does have a little pull-out tray here as well. So lots of extra storage there. It's a nice feature. On the back of the unit is equipped with a storage rack, and these are going to be, kind of 200-pound weight class. So you can put a generator back here for travel. You can carry firewood, coolers, that type of thing can all be mounted on the back of the unit. Up top there, it does have the Furrion camera prep. And then coming down this side, you're going to see most of our technical stuff. So this is going to be service access and the water heater. We have all of our power hookups here in the 30 amp power connection, as well as your freshwater connections. And this has everything from your freshwater tank fill to your black tank flush to your city water connection. So everything is there. We do have the outside shower down there below. I'm sorry I didn't open that, but it is a hot, cold exterior faucet. A little extra storage here underneath on the exterior of the bunk. And then down here we have our sewer connection. As we move forward down the off-door wall, it's going to be, of course, your slide out. And then as we get forward, here's your second connection for the sewer. So the rear connection is just going to be the the kitchen sink, and then this is going to be the bathroom and basically all the lavatory stuff up front there. Here's your off-door storage compartment. And so we're going to take a step back here, trying to not have the sun in the frame, but that is the new 2020 Alpha Wolf 29QB. It is one of the nice new travel trailer floor plans out there. Some very interesting new technology in it. If you're interested in this unit, I will link to this particular listing on Rocky Mountain's website. Of course, if you are interested in any of their products, their website is simply rockymtnrv.com. We are the Happy Camper, coming to you again from the beautiful mountains of southwest Montana. Thanks again, and happy camping.